Have you ever woken up with a stiff lower back and could barely get out of bed? There's a good chance that your back pain is caused by tight and or weak hip flexors. Welcome to the Health How-To channel, where we talk about some great life hacks and easy tips to achieve better health. Please subscribe and share your best back and hip pain relief tips so that we can all benefit in our own personal journey to better health. We all know someone who suffers from low back and hip pain. It's a common problem that affects people of all ages and lifestyles. What you may not realize is that back pain can be caused by the hips. When the hip flexors, a group of muscles that connect the front of the hip to the spine, are tight, they can pull on the lower back and cause stiffness and discomfort, especially in the morning. This can lead to a decrease in mobility and quality of life, and if left untreated, can lead to chronic pain. Did you know that tight hip flexors can also lead to digestive problems, low energy, and poor sleep? Fortunately, there are many simple exercises and stretches that can help alleviate hip and back pain and improve overall flexibility and range of motion. By incorporating a daily routine of targeted exercises, you can prevent or reduce the risk of future pain and live a healthier, more active life. So, if you or someone you know suffers from back and hip pain, don't worry. Keep watching for simple strategies that can make a big difference. Here's a typical example of how it all starts. You spent the whole night sleeping on your favorite side in the fetal position. You get up from bed feeling back stiffness and have a hard time straightening up. Then you check your phone for 30 minutes while sitting at your kitchen table. Next, it's a 30-minute drive to work where you spend the following 8 hours sitting in front of a computer. After another 30-minute drive home, you have a pinching pain in the front of your hip when you pull yourself out of your car. Then the rest of the night is spent sitting on the couch, recuperating from mental exhaustion and generally feeling tired. Definitely no energy for motivation for exercise. The same thing happens the next day and the day after that. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Your hip flexors connect your front upper thigh to your pelvic bone and spine, and they can tighten or feel locked up when we don't move enough throughout the day. Tight hip flexors can also pull your low back and belly forwards. You have to lengthen and strengthen those hip flexors, and sitting all day doesn't help. Set a timer on your phone or smartwatch and take regular breaks every 30 to 60 minutes to get up, move around, and stretch out those muscles. Other ways to force yourself to move is to get up during commercials, put your phone in a different room, keep refilling your water glass, use the sit-to-stand desk, walk when you are talking on the phone, and stretch your hip flexors after driving for more than 30 minutes. Make sure you warm up before any exercise like walking or gardening or getting ready for a long drive. Try doing some simple dynamic stretches such as 10 hip circles and lunges. Another excellent exercise is the standing knee hug, where you hold onto the wall for balance with one hand and pull one of your knees towards your chest, holding for 10 to 15 seconds before releasing. This is a great 2-in-1 stretch because it stretches the hip flexors on your standing leg and the buttocks of your bent leg. Remember, you're not only loosening and lengthening those tight back and hip muscles, but you're also lubricating the joints in your hips and lower back. This can reduce the risk of injury and improve your performance during exercise. Tight hip flexors can also be related to poor leg circulation, leading to fatigue, swelling, and numbness. By warming up properly, you're boosting blood flow to your legs. Foam rolling is another effective way to alleviate hip and back pain caused by tight hip flexors. By applying pressure to the muscles, foam rolling can release tension and promote blood flow, which can help reduce pain and increase flexibility. In particular, foam rolling the hip flexors can be a game changer for those who spend long hours sitting. Studies have found that foam rolling can improve joint range of motion and muscle performance, and can also reduce muscle soreness after physical activity. Start with a smooth foam roller if you're a beginner, and work your way up to a bumpy surface once you're more comfortable. I wouldn't recommend you use a foam roller, however, If you have trouble getting up and down to the floor, have osteoporosis, artificial hips or knees, or have severely limited motion in your back and hips from arthritis. Yoga is also a particularly effective way to help alleviate both hip flexor and back pain. Its various poses can stretch and strengthen the muscles in the hips and back, improving flexibility and mobility. A study published by the National Institutes of Health found that practicing yoga provided significant improvements in back pain, while also increasing functional mobility and reducing stress levels. Yoga also helps to release tension throughout the body, which can lead to better overall relaxation and quality of sleep. In fact, do some yoga poses after work and before bed to really set you up for a better night's sleep and less back stiffness in the morning. By incorporating yoga into your daily routine, you can take a proactive step in preventing the onset of back and hip pain while improving your physical and mental well-being. Plus, it's a great way to de-stress after a long day at work. Find poses that target the hip flexors specifically, like the pigeon, low lunge, and bridge poses. For tight back and glute muscles, try the child's pose, happy baby, and figure 4 stretch. Pay attention to your posture when sitting or standing. Think of yourself standing tall, chest lifted, with your shoulders back and down instead of hunched over. This will help keep everything in alignment and reduce tightness in your hips. Watch that you don't push out your belly into a sway back posture. Think of placing your shoulders, hips, and ankles like blocks that are stacked right over each other. Add some exercises when you're walking to really engage your hips. When you're walking, try lifting your knees as high as possible, but still keeping your back straight. If you have weak hip flexors, you may have the tendency to arch backwards when you start walking more quickly, leading to more low back pain. Strengthen your glutes to keep your hips aligned by walking backwards in big steps. And try walking sideways with an exaggerated sumo squat to really fire up those outer glute muscles. Once you're ready to step it up a notch, loop a resistance band around your knees and do your high knee walking and crab walk. Remember to keep your upper and lower back straight. Strengthening exercises for the core can also be beneficial since the hips are connected to it. Think of your core as a cube, where the front and sides are your abdominal muscles, the back of the cube is your back extensor muscles, the bottom is your pelvic floor, and the top is your diaphragm. That's why it's so important to incorporate proper breathing when you're doing core exercises. Breathe out all the air way down into your spine through pursed lips on the hardest part of the exercise. Exhale with the effort. Now, let's dive into the benefits of core exercises for hip and back pain. A strong core can help support the lower back and improve posture, which in turn can alleviate tightness in the hips. Additionally, strengthening the core can help prevent injury and improve overall bodily function. Some safer yet effective core exercises include planks, bird dog, and dead bug exercises. To really engage the muscles, add resistance with weights or bands. It's important to start with proper form and gradually increase the difficulty to avoid strain on the lower back. If you have back pain from disc injuries, also called a slipped disc, herniated disc, or degenerated disc, stay away from sit-ups, which can really tweak your back if you don't have proper form. Incorporating core exercises into your daily routine can have a significant impact on reducing hip and back pain, as well as improving overall physical performance. So don't forget to strengthen that core for a healthier, pain-free life. Want more of a challenge? If you're young at heart, you can add a hula hoop and really get that segmental lower back motion and hip rotation going. You can try salsa dancing to get intense core muscle action. Or how about belly dancing? It's really mesmerizing and super impressive, and probably a really fun way to get six-pack abs. If you want to really do a deeper dive and unlock your hip flexors, try the Unlock Your Hip Flexor program. This program provides targeted exercises and stretches to not only alleviate pain, but also improve flexibility and overall health. By unlocking your hip flexors, you can increase your athletic performance and burn belly fat. The program also comes with a tool that can help you get a deeper stretch. Don't let tight hip flexors hold you back any longer. Check out the Unlock Your Hip Flexor program in the description and unlock a healthier, more active life. Lastly, if you experience pain despite doing all these exercises, see your doctor or physical therapist who can provide further insight into what is causing your specific issue. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any health how-to videos where we talk about easy ways to improve your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.